Right, this is the little beast what we did today. Well, all the shading is today, or all the black is today. Last time we did some line work. Well, then again, last time we did this, which probably I'll probably gonna flip you open, flip you over in a second so you can see where it's healed. But today, essentially, you can see all the that's new, all the blacks, all the shading, and then last time I started like a black white line there, and I just carried on and then pulled through and through there, and then it turns around, goes around his knee and goes into that water down there, which is pretty cool. Ink wise, I mostly used Allegory ink for this one. So Allegory Grey Wash 4, which is the darkest one. So basically I did all that with a dark ink. Yeah, that's that. So majority of what you see is done with the dark. I did split between that, so that's with the dark and that's with the medium, just to make it different gradients. It's not all the same. It's not boring. And today, the boss is not feeling well, and it's in agony. So kind of like did the big chunks. I was looking for what's the big chunk that I can get in, because I could easily lose like 2-3 hours in those little details, but then we don't get far, and it's in agony. So it's kind of like a spread out agony rather than one focused in one spot agony. What else I need to say? His skin naturally goes into like straight fire. There's not like, oh, it gets a little bit red. It's just straight into bleeding, straight into soreness, straight into like a straight panic mode. But yeah, lines. I don't know what I did, what ink, what needles. Who knows? That was like a year ago, almost on the spot date, a year ago. But yeah, that section there is with dark, and that there will be with the medium, so it will be 2 different gradients. And then he said probably gonna do a piece there. So far I shouldn't really push shading too far out. It probably would suit if you had at least like a clean cut, something there. Maybe not like a full round, but still, you know, you can push some like maybe with some water or something. Well, doesn't take too much pain. Yeah. Maybe I could ask you to flip over. Probably the bed needs to be lower now. If I...
Yeah, sweet.
Damn. Yeah, all the line work what you saw that side plus this side we lined in one day, and that was a pretty bad day. Pretty bad day for him. And then once that was healed, this was like, what did you say, October, yeah, and then November we did that piece.
Yeah, November and December.
Oh no, December. So if you maybe twist a little bit so I can see, and then we did that as a like that was the lining was one session, and then this was the session number 2. I physically don't know what ink I was using there. It could be Empire, it could be Solid ink, don't know. But yeah, it's a nice, smooth, clean, posh. So sometimes when you look at like the extra lights, you're thinking that's so like what I'm gonna do with that ink. And as you can see, you can make portraits like really glossy, clean, and sharp. And then when people say do contrasty pieces, that's what I mean. Whereas you got solid there, but then you got white, and then you got solid, and you got light, and you got solid, and you got light, and it's, that there will last like 4 lifetimes. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's been like a year between that and that, or between that and today. And then, yeah, don't know what else to say. And then what we have here is basically I had 2 ink cups for each just in case. So I used that dark, and then that got muddy. As in, like every time you basically put the cream inside the cup. And then I always have one. You can see that I filled up one, but the other one's empty still. That is just when you make that dirty, you just fill up the new one. You don't fill up the empty one back again. You fill into the new one, so you don't you don't get dirty. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got water and then cartridges and the machines there, Stigma 4s, and then I use Biotad green soap. And then if you wonder what process cream we use, it's also Biotad, and it has like a numbing feature inside, so it makes it easier for people to deal with. Yeah. Maybe you wanna take a mic and say how was the pain a little bit? No? In your own words, it's like
Unbearable.
unbearable. How's the knee?
The knee and the shin, probably the worst. Well, all round it's pretty painful, but up the top wasn't so bad. But yeah.
Especially the knee, no? You said
Yeah.
the knee top side, upper side, no?
Yeah, right on the top there is just brutal, like.
And then that was really juicy as well. It was pushing out some.
Truthfully, the whole thing's just unbearable, but yeah, definitely be a 3-hour job next time.
Oh, no more day sessions now. You're like, forget about it. You'll never see me for the full day. Yeah, I can't blame you. Right, sound. And then probably next time you'll see you in the next video.